Well, let me tell you, the last couple days, today and yesterday, have not went according to plan. Yesterday the catch was pretty slow, but my brakes, they'd been making a little noise, grinding and such, but it wasn't all the time, so I wasn't too worried about it. I was going to fix them, but yesterday they went completely out, so I had to just ease my way back to the house, go to town, got the parts, went back home. Well, they gave me the wrong parts. So then I had to go, I called them, they didn't have parts there at the town by the house, so I had to go to a town about 30 minutes from the house. And I was working on brakes until about 10 or 11 o'clock last night. And I get started today. I check, I don't know, 8 or 9 traps. I get down here to the creek and the dadgum water dropped and that one trap is out of water, so I eased down there to get it back off in the water some. Let me tell you, the bank was slick. I slipped, fell, kept sliding. It's a pretty steep bank. I slid and I slid down in the water till I was belly button deep in the water. So now I'm soaking wet, I'm cold. If anybody thought about going swimming right now, I wouldn't recommend it. The water's still just a little chilly. So now I'm headed back home to change clothes before I can check the rest of my traps. Just thought I'd give y'all that update. I hope everybody else is having better luck than I am the last couple days. Alright guys, I had a set right here. Coyote or something that done dug a hole right there. And all I done is took my drill, drilled it down a little deeper, put some bait and lure in there. I put I can't really remember what I put in there, to be honest with you. But the strap's on drag. Now, I was a little confused on what happened. I had that drag through back off in there, and I don't know how he done it. But he made it through all this tall grass, and off down through here, through all these dead limbs and logs. And I ain't real sure how he done this. He made it about 60 yards through all this thick stuff and down this creek bottom. That was a little slick, guys. I fell. We got a coyote right up there. I'm gonna have to go put my muck boots on across the creek. That's surprising he made it that far. But I'm gonna get my muck boots on. There he is. Now, right up there's my truck. That's where the set was. About 60 yards. I don't know how you done it. He must picked just the right spots to come through it, which, still, he's pretty easy to find. Ain't that far to walk, and what I like about it is I don't have to redo that set. All I gotta do is rebed my trap. It's worth it to me, now that I've been using them. But he's not a bad looking coyote. I'll get him took care of. Alright guys, I couldn't remember what trap I had set there, but I had one of them new Duke number 4s with that expanded pan on them. I'm liking the Duke number 4. I mean, there's a few things about it I ain't crazy about, but for the price, they's on sale for $122 for the price. They're not a bad trap. But got that expanded pan on there. He's over to the side. I mean, pretty good catch. I've had guys ask me about them expanded pans. I started using them about 2 years ago, and I love them. I mean, my catch went up when I started running them, because now like with a regular pan, they may step just to the side of it, inside the jaws, and not get caught. Well, with that expanded pan, if they step inside them jaws, they're pretty much yours. I mean, like today, I've missed a coyote and a fox so far on traps I ain't got expanded pans on. They was inside the jaws but didn't touch the pan. That's why I've been trying to convert all my stuff over to the expanded pans. They make a big difference to me. But I'll get him carried back over and get that set remade. Well, not remade, but get my trap rebedded anyway. Alright, what I'm about to talk about may make some guys mad. So if you can't deal with people having a different opinion than you might want to just quit watching. But I'm always seeing guys asking about dyeing traps and waxing traps and scent control and all that. Now, y'all saw this video. If you didn't, it's back in the video somewhere. I got these traps in and I put the expanded pans on them. That's all I done. And I took the 4-cool off. Made them 2-cool because we can't have 4-cools. Now, that's all I done to the traps. I didn't rust them up. I didn't dye them. Nothing. Put the expanded pans on them. Took the 4-cool off. And I set them. I don't find the need in doing all that dyeing and stuff to them. Now, if you like piddling with them all through the summer and stuff, that's fine. I ain't got nothing against people that don't do it. But I see guys, for instance, on stuff on Facebook, somebody will ask about it. Somebody say, well, I don't do it. I ain't got no problem. And guys will ridicule them because they don't dye and wax their traps. Now, what I will do is over the summer, well, after season, I'll power wash all my traps, get them, I'll power wash them, clean them up. And the traps that ain't painted, I'll get some spray paint. I'll spray paint them green, black, and tan. Mix it up on each trap, kind of camo color it. And then some of them, I'll full metal jacket them. That's all I do to my traps, though, guys. I don't dye them, I don't wax them. Which, dyeing them, I paint them. Really, that's all the dye is for, is to color your trap, to protect it from rust. Really and truly, dyeing them don't make them scent free. Because the minute you take them out of your box or your shed, wherever you're keeping your traps, they're going to pick scent up. You put them back in your truck, you got dead animal back there. They're going to pick that smell up. They're going to pick smells up from your lures and baits being close to them. Especially if you wax them. The wax will hold that odor even more. Now, I try my best not to get gas or diesel or anything like that on them, but as far as my scent and animal scent, I don't worry about it. Now, I try to keep my lure and stuff from getting on them. But my scent and stuff, I don't worry about it. These coyotes and stuff smell people every day. And they're going to know you're at the set making it. You're not going to get away from hiding your scent from them. Now, if I was going way out in the mountains somewhere in Arizona or something like that, where them animals don't hardly ever see or smell somebody, then it's probably a different story. Then I might take some extra precautions to keep my scent down. But I mean, I'll make sets without gloves and everything else. Main reason I even wear gloves is to keep my hands clean. I mean, these gloves right here, I bought these at the first of the season and I wear them every day. I make fresh sets, I make remakes. I mean, there's blood all on them. I don't worry about the scent. But that's just my opinion on it. I mean, that may make some guys mad. I don't know. But that's what's great about trapping in the world. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And if you get mad at somebody for not doing the same thing you do, well, that's just ridiculous, guys. If it works for you, do it. And if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. I mean, It's okay to break the so-called rules of trapping. It's just one of them things. But I've rambled on enough about it. That's my opinion. Now, one thing I didn't touch on, guys, if I get some new traps in the summer, I'll go ahead and I'll wash them and I'll let them get a light coat of rust and then paint them. But if I get them in the middle of the season, I don't worry about it. I do what modification I'm going to do to them, and I go set them. And then after season, I'll worry about painting them. But I will, when I get them in the summer, let them get a little rust, and I'll paint them. Or you can dye them, ever what you want to do. I ain't trying to tell nobody they don't, what's the word, that you should paint them and not dye and wax them. I'm just trying to say that just because people give you crap about not dyeing and waxing them, don't mean that's the only way. You don't even have to paint them. You can just go to setting them. The reason I paint them, though, is because I never know what trap I'm going to use in the water. If I go to a beaver spot and I don't have no beaver traps, then I'll grab one of my number 3 breezers or something like that and set it. So I paint them, that way they blend in more in that clear water. And I paint them so they don't rust up real bad on me. The paint and dye protect them from them rusting up real bad. But I thought I'd talk about that a little because I know if I don't, and over the summer if I do make a video about washing them, letting them rust, and then painting them, somebody's going to say, well, you said you don't do that. Well, I do that in the summer. When I have a little time, I'll do it. But if it's the middle of the season, I ain't got time and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go to setting them. I know it don't matter to the animal as much, so I'm not going to take more time to do something when that time could be spent out here on the line catching more fur.